Happy Halloween, everyone. Halloween 2021. Greetings. I'm International Master John Bartholomew. This is Lichess Plays Spooky Edition. Let's get it going here. No challenges yet? Really? Wow, that is a new one. Okay, I checked my notifications and no challenges. Oh, that's why. Yes, I had them closed. All right, we got to open the floodgates now. Now I got to remember how to do this. Preferences, site settings. Let other players challenge. That would probably be helpful. Yeah, I had to turn this off the other day. So apologies if you were trying to challenge me. There we go. Now we're on the right track. I had to turn this off because it kept popping up and I was trying to do other things on Lichess. Okay, I was shocked that there were no challenges. So let's get this rocking. Good luck, Leon the Great One. And do remember, happy Halloween once again, everyone. Do remember that there's no priority given. So even though everyone's getting in the queue, getting in the pool now, it's not like you're losing out on anything. Hello, Tomanome. What's up, Harry Chess? A diffuser. All right, let's play Black Side of the Italian game here. Greetings to everyone on YouTube as well. As usual, we're on both Twitch and YouTube. Oh, I might have to adjust this setup slightly. Wow, my whole setup is messed up today. Apologies for that. I'm just glad I was able to make it today because I've been kind of sick for the past few days. But fortunately, it just seems to be a cold. I got a COVID test the other day. It came back negative. So, hopefully I'm in the clear with that. I've just been battling with some cold symptoms. But it's a lot better today. I think I've turned the corner. Okay, let's play a6 here. Center's closed. We'll pull the bishop back just in anticipation of white playing d4. Hello, fish emoji. Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks again for tuning in. We are in dark mode, indeed. It's castle. I don't mind this trade here. This is a trade that almost always favors black. I'm a little surprised white played this move because I think white knows that this trade is usually not so good for them, but we'll see what they do. Thank you, fish emoji. Okay, let's go h6. We're going to put the question to the knight. I think probably knight h3 should be played, but yeah, they do play that. Now, I want to sidestep maybe in anticipation of something like queen g3. Bishop g4 is pretty obvious here, but I'm not sure I'm thrilled about that move. Queen g3, I could go queen d7 at that point, to be fair. Maybe that's not so bad. But now let's sidestep. I think I'm going to go here. And I'm going to try to play knight h7, f5. That's the plan. Take aim against f2 gradually. Oh, yeah, Ryan had the right idea. Prepare f5. Hello, Crooked Rooks. Greetings, B-Baby. What's up? What are y'all's Halloween plans? I was trying to figure out if I had a suitable costume, but since I moved, I apparently got rid of anything that would resemble a Halloween costume. I'm half-heartedly going as a lumberjack, I don't have an axe, but I have my lumberjack shirt, and I even have a lumberjack face mask. So, I can play with this too, if you really want me to add to the character. But I don't have an axe handy. I even was thinking about trying to tweak the board theme, but I don't think there's like a suitably... I mean, there's this one, but that doesn't really fit with the red plaid, like the buffalo plaid. Okay, let's take this, and then I'm going to go here and here. Yeah, not so bad, right? Try to get into f4. Yeah, the wood board does kind of fit. That's right. That's a good point, King Me. Queen d1. All right, so that's a clever defense. Attacks the knight. Also ensures that if I play knight f4, white can play bishop takes f4. But I think I'm still going to go here. regardless. Take. Hello, Khalil? Yeah, so I'm just taking challenges somewhat randomly. Well, entirely randomly. Not even somewhat. So we'll see if you get chosen. F5, take. I'd really hate to take and kind of straighten out the pawns, but there is a double attack going on here and here. I think I'll play this move. Yeah, I don't think queen takes f4 is going to be a good idea. So anticipating this, and then I'll take with the queen. That way, at least, I get to defend f4, and white can't easily undouble their pawns. Hey, what's up, St. Maul? That's right, nature. Okay, take. I'm doing well, chess enthusiastic person. Ooh, now I get to do this, or I could take here. Which one? Which one? I think check. Check looks pretty handy. Oh, king g3, no fear. I have a feeling that must be bad, though. Bishop takes f2, probably not working. Let's just take the pawn. Yeah, that is a bold move. I would have thought retreating. And now I can just take this. Hey, Straight Veeps. Yeah, thanks again to everyone for tuning in today. Greatly appreciate it. We got 2 hours of 3+0 chess coming up. So very early in this thing. Especially now that my challenges are actually open. That helps, right? Okay, finally my opponent flagged. I was like, I got to give you a rook or something. Got to force you to flag. But thank you, Leon the Great One. Yeah, this, I think, was pretty normal up till this point. Knight g5, though. I'm not sure about this knight g5, queen f3, knight h3 plan. Doesn't look the greatest to me. But thank you for the game. Okay. Yeah, I will try to play the Halloween Gambit if I get a chance. Axel. Let's see if we can make it happen. Hello, Yakov. Is it only for subscribers? No, it is not. It's open to anyone. Let's play a Smith Mora. If you have a Lichess account, you can challenge me and play. My username is Fins. You just have to challenge me to 3+0, casual or rated. What's up, No Joke Chess, by the way? Happy Halloween. Take this one. Yeah, D3 is one way of declining this. You're probably not declined. It probably just didn't come through because I had forgot my settings were switched to not accepting challenges, but I opened it up right at the start of the stream. Oh, okay. Didn't know that. Yeah, if you challenge to something other than 3+0, something other than 3+0 normal chess, apparently that gets auto declined as well for this stream. E5 is begging to be played here, but knight g4, bishop f4. Not sure that leads anywhere. All right, so let's go. Let's just play h3. Anticipating d6, but at least now e5 is a little more of a threat because I'm controlling that square. Yeah, can't have those correspondence games getting mixed in. That's brutal when that happens. Okay, this is just like a weird Moroxy with this knight here. I'm not sure what to make of this, but I'm going to put my knight on d4 like normal in this opening. Although I have played h3 instead of f3, so this is a little bit offbeat. Did I finish that one endless correspondence game? I think that one is done. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my opponent didn't make a move, and they eventually got forfeited. That was from one of the early Lichess play streams like months ago. I accidentally accepted a correspondence challenge or a daily chess challenge. So, yeah, I got roped into a game lasting for days and days, weeks and weeks. All right, that one I'll take. And let's go queen d2. I am following the Grand Swiss, yeah. I saw that Ali Reza and MVL drew today. Ali Reza up to what? Like number 5 in the world or something like that? Incredibly impressive. Let's grab the space. Hello, Nachiket, by the way. Also, Ryan on YouTube. Hi, John McClellan. Greetings, David, by the way, says hello from Australia. Okay, tempted to go after this pawn here. Let's do that. I've got enough defenders of the knight on c3. Should be okay. Am I following the Blitzcoin Invitational? Yeah. Yeah, I caught a little bit of that yesterday. Ooh, can I play knight d5 now? Take, king f7 is the problem. Otherwise, knight d5 would be nice. But yeah, I saw the match yesterday between Naroditsky and Andrew Tang. Yeah, Andrew had his work cut out for him against Danya. Let's play e5. This knight's undefended. This feels like a really shaky setup. I'm going to try to play e5. Cut the bishop. Use the d-file pin. How come he isn't invited back to Tata Steel next year? Who are you talking about? Surely not me. I would love to get an invitation to Tata Steel. I did visit Tata Steel in 2020 as a spectator, of course. I got to interview the world champion. I got to interview Magnus there. That was pretty cool. Ali Reza, interesting. Okay. I wasn't aware that he had declined that invitation. I think there's a lot of speculation around Ali Reza, like what he's been up to in recent months, especially because he hasn't been streaming. Maybe he's just focusing on his chess, but one of the prevailing beliefs is that he's assisting one of the world championship contenders, possibly assisting Magnus. I got to hurry here. Let's go knight e4. So if takes, I want to take on d7. That's the plan. This looks mildly risky. Take, is there really knight c5? Maybe there is knight c5. Okay. We're not going to mess around with taking on d6 then. I'm going to go after this pawn. Yeah, knight c5 might have been an issue there. So let's just avoid any d-file alignment stuff. Hello, Stek. Haven't been playing any over-the-board tournaments, but I might be back in the mix soon. We shall see. Take. Okay, now this is falling apart for black. This knight is going to hang. Threaten mate as well. Just got to dodge any sort of time pressure bullets here. Okay. Thank you for the game, Axel. Yeah, kind of a strange position. You play this early knight b4, chasing my bishop. Maybe it doesn't lead to anything truly out of the ordinary. Personally, I think bishop e6 is like not the way to go in this type of position. I don't think you want to give me the light score bishop. Usually they play bishop d7, and then if they make a trade, they try to take on d4 and post the bishop on c6 is usually what happens. Thank you for the game. Infinite Ocean. Good luck. 22-27. How did I become a master? So I became a national master by getting my rating over 2,200, U.S. Chess Federation rating. And I became a FIDE master when I got my rating over 2,300. If you mean like exactly what I did, that's going to be harder to answer, improvement-wise. Let's play something a little offbeat here, by the way. But suffice it to say, I played a lot of chess as a kid. I became a master when I was like 15, maybe 16 for FM, something like that. Let's try to take with the knight. But yeah, a lot of play and study of chess. If That wasn't glaringly obvious. Now, a little trap here. I could run into this. Let's play queen a5 first. Let's try to attack these pawns. If queen d4, I probably will play knight f6, but we'll see. Well, thank you, Sick Mistakes. Yeah, I would love to become a grandmaster someday. I just have not been in grind study mode the past couple years. The last time I seriously tried for it was like 2017, early 2018. I was playing some tournaments, and I did hit my peak rating back then. I was 2477 FIDE, I think, and I have one grandmaster norm. But it would require sustained effort to get back to that level. I think I'm still young enough where I could still, conceivably make it. I'm quite sure of that if I really wanted to focus on it. But it would require a concerted effort, that's for sure. An absolute all-out effort to do it. Because GM is usually not one of those things you can get to casually. As I think many people are realizing, especially those who follow like Gotham Chess. You get like a first-hand account in following Levy's tournaments, just how hard it is. What do I think about the wing gambit? E4, C5, B4. Not a very good gambit in terms of quality gambits. It ranks pretty low, I'd say. Black can take and then play D5. Black has a good position. Very open-ended question, but what is a good play/study ratio for someone in the intermediate skill range? I would say probably still erring on the side of playing a little more often than study, but maybe like 60-40. Play to study. All right, I'm going to try to win this A-pawn. Play A5. I love my knight here. I don't think white has a whole lot to show for these pawns all blocked up. So let's go ahead and take this. Yeah, I'm nicely bunkered down otherwise. Fortunately, this dark square bishop is restricted. I mean, if this bishop were outside the chain, maybe white would have something. But as is, not looking good for white. Hey, VPAM, good to see you. Doing well. I'm coming off a cold, but I feel a lot better today. And I tested negative for COVID. Got my results back yesterday. So, that's always a relief too. Making videos while also trying to level up to a grandmaster must be tough. Absolutely. Yeah. That is no joke. No joke chess, right? Let's go here, maybe? I feel like white's going to put the knight in on b5, but that's okay. I'm just trying to activate my position, get out of this scenario. This is an interesting operation, too. E5 might actually pose some funny problems. There's knight b5, though. Okay, I'm just going to bring this one over. I suspect white's going to go here. Yeah, there's just this knight b5 move. That's the only annoying thing. Let's go here. Otherwise, I'd be looking to play e5. Because I think, tactically speaking, it's pretty desirable. Do I take that? Nah, let's hold off on it. Let's go here. We'll stay in connection with the rook. But I want to flirt with this bishop f5 idea. Bishop f5 is a threat now. That's right, dubious Hagrid. I am. Or I would like to claim so. Hello, Zoldors. What's up? GM no joke win, yeah. Take if g4, I think I can take here. Take there, maybe. I will try killer logic, yeah. To play the Halloween Gambit, you do need some cooperation from your opponent to make it happen, but I'm going to give it my best shot. All right. Let's take. And then I'll try to be hyper accurate here. I'm going to do this to try to muscle the queen off the diagonal before taking the rook. Only next do we take the rook. And I'm going to activate the queen through f5 next. Queen f3 or queen there. See if white notices the hanging rook. White doesn't have time. Okay, this is a horrible move at the end. I blundered the game, actually, but white had no time. All right. Yeah, bishop e4. Nice little in-between move. But looking pretty grim for white regardless. Nice to be able to play a blunder at the end, but it doesn't matter. Thanks for the game, Infinite Ocean. So I think if black indicates they're going to play bishop takes c3 like this, I think on the white side, you should be fully willing to give maybe even the c3 pawn, but try to open the position up. I think I would have tried queen d4 here. Kind of curious what the engine thinks. Queen d4 looks like one of the more challenging moves. Engine says dead equal, which is not very helpful. But I like this because it hits the rook, also defends here. You just need to do something active here as white. Yeah, like even something kind of wild looking like g4 is a suggestion of the engine. You don't want to get into this like closed type of position. By the time we hit the middle game, around here, I would say for all intents and purposes, black's almost winning. Because white has nothing to show for these double isolated pawns. So if you think of any position you're in chess on a static and dynamic scale, I guess I shouldn't say any position, but think of like a normal position where there's not like an obvious tactic or something. Try to categorize it on a static versus dynamic scale. Like what end of the spectrum are you on? If your position is bad statically, as in this case for white, you usually have to compensate by playing dynamically. And if you have a acceptable static position, you might be in decent shape. But if you have like long-term weaknesses, static weaknesses, pawn structure in particular, you're usually not going to undo those by playing like solid chess. You got to try to mix it up a little bit. There's a book called The Method in Chess that talks about that by Grandmaster Dorfman that I found rather interesting. All right, Grasshopper or Grasshopper. Good luck. Halloween Gambit, perhaps? When Halloween Gambit? Oh, we might get a chance. Knight f6, I'm ready. Not a guarantee black plays this, though. Not an absolute guarantee. Again, you need some cooperation. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Halloween Gambit. You sack a piece for a pawn, but then you go d4, often e5 thereafter. At least we got one in today. I'll try to get more, but... How much did you spend on your Halloween decorations? That pumpkin is really not scary. Well, there is another pumpkin, too, back there. It's uncarved, though. Shed on YouTube asks, are there no norms for IM? There are IM norms, yeah. So you got to make 3 norms to get the IM title, just like 3 norms to get the GM title. And you need 2,400 rating, FIDE. How cold is it in Minnesota today? It is 47, let me check. 47 degrees Fahrenheit, which according to my Googles is 8.3 Celsius. It's a sunny day, though. It feels a little warmer than that. Okay, so black is playing to keep the material. Oh, and d5. Okay, I don't mind that move. I think d5 is a pretty legit move, even though I can take that pawn, which I probably will do. At least they're opening lines. You can challenge to casual or rated, up to you. I have no preference one way or the other. Let's go queen f3. Don't tell Grasshopper. Do not tell them. Knight takes d4 would be a typical blunder here. Oh no, my pawn. I was just seeing Tony Rotella's video about countering the Halloween. Oh yeah, shout out to Tony, by the way. Ooh, and I feel like this might get him in trouble as well. Shout out to Tony Rowe, if he happens to be watching. Long-time Lichess user. He's actually made some like announcement videos and such for Lichess in the past. Like if you search on YouTube for the Lichess study feature, Tony made a tutorial video on it. But he occasionally publishes, like very seldom, he publishes like once every 6 months or something on YouTube. And he did a video on Oh, it had like a provocative title. I forgot what it was. It's something about like why the Halloween Gambit is a terrible opening. I have not watched it yet, though. I just saw the name of the title and was kind of chuckling. Okay, Grasshopper is working their way out of this. I mean, I've got a bunch of pawns now, but let's see what Black can do. If Black can get castled, I mean, they're still very much in the game. I have 3 pawns for the piece, but this is anyone's game. Dubious Hagrid says Black will move queen and blunder rook now. Oh, man. Like queen e7. Nope, they played knight e7. It's a good move. Okay, now Black just needs a castle. Grasshopper's doing just fine here. They're playing too slow, though. Yeah, they recovered from the bishop e6 move. The bishop e6 move was not good, but otherwise they've been doing fine. And I think I'm going to win this game on time, but again, not bad at all. E6. Now let's play rook d1 line up here. I'll try to work my way up to e6. I could play e6 now, maybe. And then take, rook takes. But then I have the hammer move. Rook takes d7. Should be good. Oh, the time is catching up with Grasshopper. Yeah, happy Halloween, GP Bear. All right, thanks for the game, Grasshopper. Not bad, not bad. You probably never faced this opening. The Halloween Gambit, it is a little offbeat, to be fair. You know, right here, I probably shouldn't give my future opponents any ammunition. Ooh, I have played this position once, 2015. I wonder if this is when I did the Halloween Gambit Arena. How much you guys want to bet this was on Halloween if I click this game? Because I did an arena. 6 years ago now, evidently. 10/31. There we go. 10th. We're going back in time. We're taking the time machine to October 31st, 2015. I reached the same exact position against Jarash. You can find that arena on my YouTube. And we had the same position, except Jarash played knight e7. I kind of like Grasshopper's move better, which was d5. Yeah, Grasshopper played d5 here, and you can see what the engine says, -2 or more. So, yeah, I think had Black played a little bit faster here with their development, maybe like bishop e4, knight e7, I would have been in rough shape. But thanks for the game, Grasshopper. How about a Frankenstein-Dracula? Yeah, I can try that as well. Wait, how does that line go? I need to remember. That is in the Vienna, right? Okay. Ooh, instead we get a Scandi against Go Greek. Let's see what happens here. Oh, is that you, Soaking Wet Sai? Are you Grasshopper? Yeah, thanks for the game. Okay, we're not afraid of this. Don't overreact to this if you're playing white. Just keep developing. Nice, Soaking Wet Sai. Yeah, thanks for the game. All right, let's try to blast this center open. Kind of curious what Go Greek will do. Maybe this isn't such a great move, but let's see what happens. Just trying to make it a little awkward for Black to complete their development or make Black make some tough decisions. Queen back to d8. All right, we continue. Bishop f4. Have you ever gone a whole stream without playing the Scandi? I don't know about that. Well, for a long stream, that is. Certainly in some short streams. But if you want to talk about like one of these Lichess plays or a 2-hour stream, I don't know. I'm sure I have, but probably it was in an arena or something. Or a thematic tournament. Nah, that would be too much. Okay, so I'm working with a slim strategic edge here, perhaps. I mean, that's even debatable, but Black has a couple weak pawns over here. Black's a little underdeveloped, but otherwise, I don't think Black has a whole lot to fear. Hold up, though. This could be a problem. Yeah, let's jump in, because this is an issue. This is an issue. All right. Actually, I think c5 gave me some big opportunities. Watch for this knight to jump up to b5 next. That's how we get all the pieces engaged. Like rook a8. Okay, rook there. Yeah, I think now I just take this one. Now I have the makings of this pattern with the knight controlling e7, but no good way to deflect the rook, and black is threatening this after all, so I think I just got to go take this now. Hey, Charles. Greetings. You're addicted, John. Get help. If being addicted to the Scandi is wrong, I don't want to be right. Let's do this. Black could repeat now, rook c8, to be fair. But I could try to get my knight out. Oh, instead, though, this is big time trouble. Let's play the move I had in mind now. Knight here. Black has a hard time getting out of this bind. I mean, I can even think about just running the a-pawn now. As if ever black castles, there's knight takes e7. Okay. Trying to think of some fancy way to play this, but let's just go here, knight b4, knight c7, king here. Take, rook d7. Nothing super impressive. I feel like a3 would be the real squeeze move in this position. Should I do that? Let's try it. Why not? It's just playing this to stop knight b4 and prepare this move. That's the only reason to do it. And probably black will go here, and then I'm going to run the a-pawn, I think. Might have been a little too fancy. Arguably unnecessary. Okay, let's go here. Odds the Scandi is played in the World Championship next month. You know, it would make my year, but I think the odds are pretty low. Unfortunately. What do you guys think, though? Let's just push the pawn now. King f7, I'll go here. Completely tie black down. Rook e8 is now met by knight d6, which is a nasty move. Bishop's pinned. And now we just clean up. I wonder if Nepo has played the Scandi before in a series classical game. Magnus has. Magnus beat Fabiano, actually, with the Queen d8 Scandinavian one time. It was in the Olympiad, I think, in 2014. But I get the sense it was a pure surprise weapon. What are your comments on the rumor that you're a second for Magnus, John? Yeah, thank you for the game. Go Greek. GG. I think if you had played something like maybe knight f6 here. I was going to play knight f4. It looks a little uncomfortable for you, but I feel like you should probably be able to hold. But yeah, maybe you're going to wind up with a slightly worse structure. Probably the move that really got you in trouble was c5. If you play rook c8 instead, white's a little bit better, but nothing crazy. I think rook c8, you can hunker down, bishop e7, castle. You should be okay. All right. Aryan Ramapur. And yeah, speaking of Scandi, let's play it. Yeah, Aryan and I have played it quite a bit here. What does the second do precisely? Typically, they prepare openings and they do a lot of analytical work. Maybe they try to prepare like a dossier on the opponent, try to figure out stylistically what a player can expect when facing someone. But at the top level, pretty good chance it's going to be opening work that a second helps a player with. Training games, yep. Yeah, they can just be like a general training partner as well. Okay, let's go here. Maybe bishop f5 coming up. Now, if I were white, I would play knight c3. Let's go here. Still trying to develop aggressively. But this can be okay for white if they handle it properly. I'm going to castle, though. We're going to keep the pedal to the floor. Yeah, true. On in Seconds also mentioned finding positions or endgame studies to analyze in training. Totally, yeah. That could be a role as well. Maybe it's time to take here, you know? I'm going to dare my opponent to take on d4 because I want to get a rook to e8 with this file open. Can I play the Jerome Gambit? That might be too risky. Yeah, the Jerome Gambit is not a good gambit. I would rather play the Halloween than the Jerome. I think this looks pretty strong. Here. Can't go rook a1. Yeah, likewise, Chess Hokage. Hello, Agent M, by the way, on YouTube. Okay, so white's just going to give the rook on c1. Makes sense. Thing is, I don't have to take it right away. There is this threat, though, that I should be aware of. So maybe bishop g6. But then they can take and move the rook to b1. So perhaps I should capture. Yeah, let's go here. White's going to castle. Maybe I counterattack. Check. I'll go here. Knight d7. I think I can hide. Hey, Numeroid. Good to see you. Happy Halloween. Play the Bongcloud. Well, definitely there will be at least one Bongcloud game in the final game of the session today. Absolutely. That is a given. It's tradition. Okay, I need to get rid of this annoying knight. Let's do that. Check. I think I still go here. I don't see that being a problem. But I want that knight off the board. Even if white has the two bishops, we need the knight gone. Now, I do have to worry about a rook coming to a1 at some point, but I don't know logistically how white's going to get it there easily. Maybe white will just play queen a1 or something. Okay, white's just trying to defend this. Probably stops f5. Okay. Bishop here, maybe? Or knight g5. I kind of like knight g5. Let's do that. Queen a1 is still interesting. Take, a6 would probably be the answer. But let's see what happens. Okay, take here, or is white threatening anything? I don't think white's threatening anything yet. The rook could come to a1 soon, though. So I must be careful. I'm just going to play this move in advance of something bad happening on the a file. I think it's just a good safety move. e7's not a threat yet. I can take here. Yeah, white really wants rook a1. That is the plan. So let's preempt that. Let's go here. Then I'm going to go here. This feels like a good move because then I block the queen from supporting the e-pawn. And if I get a trade like this, I feel pretty good about winning this. The time situation may not cooperate, though. Oh, and I blunder knight takes c7. Okay, opponent didn't see it. Just make sure I win this now. Ooh, okay. All right, yeah, thanks for the game. Tough one. Well played, GG. Yeah, you made me sweat there at the end. If you play... Where was it? I played B6. If you play knight takes A6, I think the game is still up for grabs. Maybe you're even better there. Yeah, thanks for the game. I guess here I should be a little patient. I should play rook E7. This feels winning for black, but I need to like extricate myself from this annoying e-pawn knight situation. I wonder what the best move is there. Oh, just bishop takes. Oh yeah, there is a back rank thing. Bishop takes would be nice. Take, and then white can't take here at the end due to that. Okay. Good game. Good game. Izzy go. All right, I'm going to continue with E4. This is a 24-31, though. Let's see. Strong player here from Serbia. Ooh, fast player, too. All right. We're going to have our work cut out for ourselves in this game, but let's play an advanced variation. This H4 line, shall we? Now what? Let's play bishop G5. It's an interesting move. I always forget how this goes, though. I think it's bishop D3 now. Queen B6. Yeah, there's a variation here, which I hate to try to make this up on the spot, but I really have a hard time remembering how this goes sometimes. Bishop F5, Queen E5 is the idea. Okay, let's just develop, therefore. I'll have to look this up in the database afterwards. Yep, there. Okay, okay. Let's... Need to open the position a little bit. Maybe I will go E6. We're going to sacrifice 2 pawns. That's the plan. Possibly 3 if white takes. You guys want to see fighting chess, right? The bishop was hanging, but black was going to play queen takes E5 check. Yeah, the position's already quite confusing, and I think black knew this line, and I was out of book after bishop D3. But nevertheless, we have a fighting position. It's going to get interesting. I'm going to try to castle long soon, and I'm kind of banking on the fact that black's position is pretty bottled up, and there's a lot of pieces on board. Black has a long ways to go to develop these pieces, for example. Maybe they'll end up castling queenside, though. I don't know. That is possible. Let's go here. Eye this up. Okay. And now... maybe black wants to go queen b6. That might be the plan. Well, let's just sacrifice another pawn. Can take the b pawn. I'm going to go king d2 against that. So here, king d2. We're going all in. Romantic chess, right? Now, I would anticipate this move. Oh, no. No, no, no. Well, all right. Rook over. Let's go after this. Maybe knight d4 coming in. I have a lot of pieces active now, mind you. Like b5, knight d4, that starts to look kind of shaky for black. I think knight d4 now. Just looking if there's some... These queens opposing each other might create some opportunities for me. Stay tuned. Even like some crazy looking thing like this at some point. But we're not at that moment yet. Knight d4. Yeah, swashbuckling chess is right. This is fun. Okay, bishop f4. What are you going to do against that? Queen c5, huh? All right, I got to speed up a little bit. Ooh, I could actually maybe play this. I can almost do that. This queen takes d4. That's annoying. All right, I'm going to go here. This idea. It's getting very complicated now. I feel like I almost have a winning tactic somehow. But queen takes e6, as much as I wanted to do that, f e6, bishop g6, knight takes e6, was not working. This queen takes e6, queen takes d4, I think. And my bishop was hanging on f4, check. I still really like the look of this, though. Here. Okay. Let's take. This rook is not getting out. Oh, he has that move, huh? Okay, I don't know why I overlooked that. I thought he had to trade first, but I guess not. Still interesting. Still very sharp. Where's this knight go? Knight b8? Knight b8, and now probably knight here. New idea. Defend this. What is going on in this position? This is nuts. Absolutely ridiculous position. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I just put that piece down and it happened to go there. Oh. Oh, thanks for the game, Izzy Go. That was crazy. I thought I had a win there somewhere at the end, but black defended pretty tenaciously. I guess here maybe I should take with the bishop. There's also bishop c7. There's a lot of moves in this position. Crazy, crazy. I don't know. I kind of like the way I played it. I think this position probably is close to winning for white, but I couldn't figure it out in time. Like black always had one resource. Yeah, knight takes c6. In hindsight, I shouldn't play that move. d4 is actually pretty obvious. I should have seen d4. This is about the only thing that can hurt me here. So I kind of served that on a silver platter for black. Yeah, and this just got nuts. Like I did this. Knight c5 I was not expecting at all. I thought black was going to play bishop takes b7. So that's why I tried to put my bishop down, and I played this move. I wanted to take here instead, but I probably would have got flagged. I was pretty far down on the clock at this point. I don't know how much I want to check this with the engine, because I feel like we could analyze this game for about 30 minutes. Bishop g6? Yeah, bishop g6 might be a good move. Black could castle, though, right? They still have that option. We'll take a quick peek, but yeah, I think around here... Engine just says about equal. Knight a4, rook he1. Okay, likes black now still. Yeah, interestingly, it thinks black's a lot better here. I would not have anticipated that. Optically, black looks very close to losing, but the engine finds crazy resources, as we know. Engine is a Debbie Downer, yeah. Yeah, d4. That's a convincing move. And engine says knight takes c6 is best, but in hindsight, I would not have played that. Crazy, crazy game. Oh, and here, bishop takes d5. Yeah, why not? I don't know why I didn't like that move. I was kind of attached to my bishop on b7, I guess. But this got out of control. We were both low on the clock. Okay, thank you, Izzy Go, for the game. Tough one. Good opponent there. So I lose another Lichess plays game. I think that's maybe my third or fourth loss all time in Lichess plays. Mobashi is up next. I have to blow my nose. Apologize in advance. All right. Are you there, Mobashi? Give the obligatory knock on the webcam. Mobashi's not there. All right. On to the next opponent. Real Tony. Oh, okay. We played before Real Tony. I remember us playing. Yeah. You dropped that bishop on g4. Well, I'm vulnerable. I'm coming off a loss, so this might be your opportunity. Let's play e6. Yeah, there's an option to show multiple lines in the settings. That's right. Take here. This is mainline Catalan stuff. A6, B5. Okay, this move, I think you're supposed to go bishop D7. There's a bunch of theory here. Theory goes out pretty far in this opening. Yeah, important to separate the real Tonys from the fake Tonys, right? What do I do here? B5, maybe? I don't really know. Let's go knight BD7. I know sometimes they go A5, knight A6, knight B4 as well, but I don't play these positions so often. Catalan Pog. You might be the first person to ever say Catalan Pog. Who's my pick to win the Grand Swiss? I'm going to guess Ali Reza. He seems like he's on fire. Okay, let's do this now. And if knight C3, I'm going to go bishop B4. That's the plan. We're going to play A5 after all. Yeah, Catalan Resident Sleeper seems more accurate. The Catalan is such a complicated opening. Do you qualify for the Grand Swiss or just one? Yeah, so you got to qualify to play. I'm unsure what the qualifications are, actually. I was looking at the field. I'm pretty sure it's something zonal based. So, like in the open section, it's all GMs, except there is one IM. And I looked him up because I had never heard his name before. He's from Madagascar. And he's in like the high 2400s. So I suspect it's somehow zonal geography based or rating based as well, if you're one of the top guys or top women, like in the women's section. But it would be interesting to know. Mm-hmm. For norm purposes, playing the Grand Swiss, it'd be a phenomenal tournament to play. Like, I'm not going to lie. I was kind of jealous of that IM playing because, you know, they still got to make the result. But that is like the absolute perfect tournament to play for the purposes of trying to score a Grandmaster norm. Because you're playing up every game and every one of your opponents is a Grandmaster. Like, you can't get better than that. You could conceivably make the norm with a +1 score easily. Okay, Real Tony defending well here. Well, I don't even know if defending is the right word. This is just a fight. I'm going to go here and try to attack the bishop on e3. 100 qualifiers by rating. The top 100 by average of the 12 rating lists. 1 place for the Women's World Champion. 4 places, 1 nominated by each of the 4 FIDE Continental Presidents. 4 nominations of the FIDE Presidents. Local nominees. Okay. Yeah, so that sounds about right, where pretty much everyone qualified by rating, or there might have been a zonal qualification as well. Let's just go here. load up against this e2 pawn. Now, okay, I can go after this pawn down here. I don't see a big reason not to. Maybe d5 is loose at the end. Could also throw in g6. Oh, it leaves this a little bit weak. Yeah, let's take. Hello, Kostas. Thank you for tuning in from Greece. Yeah, let's take. There's no rook e1 because a bishop takes. Okay, mate threat. Knight e5. Seems legit. Let's do it. Cut the queen-bishop coordination, and I'm going to take with the rook. Or the queen, rather. I said rook, and I took with the queen. Okay, check. This knight is pretty good. That is a decent piece, to be sure, but got to imagine I'm better here up the pawn. Still work to be done, though. Might have to trade that guy. All right, let's give it a check. We'll advance. Attack the B pawn. It's going to be a time scramble. Up 2 pawns. Still some drawing chances for Tony. And, oh, okay, not after that move, though, probably. All right. Real Tony, thank you for the game. That was a tough one. Yeah, definitely a tough fight. I think Black might be a little more comfortable in this middle game, but it's close. What's the theory around here? Let's see. Excuse me. Let's see right from here. Oh, this is my database. Yeah, so Lichess has this nice feature now. Many of you may be aware of this. But in addition to looking at the Masters database and the Lichess database, you can also look at your personal database. So you can put any player in here, click all set, and you can see how they score at various time controls or across all time controls. I've had this position 3 times. It's all been from the white side. This is my first time playing this. Oh, actually, I might have had this from the black side too. I would just have to toggle here. I would just have to click it over to black. Nope, this is the first time I've had this on Lichess, although I have played this over the board before. And then if I want to go to other databases, just real slick, I just click like Masters database and then all set. And we have access to all the master games right here. So it looks like Rook D1 is not played very often. And Black usually plays Bishop D5 or A5. I played Knight BD7. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would say this was pretty balanced, Tony, for a while. So, good game. Tough one. All right. Shade is up next. I know. Lichess is awesome. Huge shout out to Lichess. Amazing website. Open source. Nonprofit. Yeah, as Nightbot just said, and funded entirely by chess enthusiasts. You can donate if you like. You can get the wings next to your name if you want to be a Lichess patron. Jade is going into the tank. They've never faced Knight F6 after D4. They're like, I didn't know you could play that move. The most popular move. Okay, London action now. London system. I'm just going to play this kind of conservative D6. I'm not going to try to play C5 related systems. We're just going to develop. Okay, now that I have the chance, I'm going to go here because white didn't throw an H3. So let's hunt down the dark square bishop. Okay, I don't have to make a decision yet. I'm still able to take this bishop whenever I like. So let's just develop. Okay, now I'll take. I think I'll take and play G6 just to stop F5 for the time being. Yay, London. Also the first time someone's ever said that. Just kidding. The London can be interesting. I co-authored a course on the London. It can be played dynamically. It's not always like stodgy and predictable. There's, of course, the Jobava London as well, which we know is quite aggressive and interesting. Let's go here. I'm going to invite check, and I might castle by hand. What's wrong with Jobava? Is he having a tough tournament? He actually won a nice game the other day against someone pretty strong. There was an interesting moment where he had like bishop and several pawns against rook. And essentially, he was able to create a mating net, even allowing the opponent to queen, although the opponent resigned before it could happen. It was an interesting little scenario. Let's go queen d7, hit this pawn. Seems like his rating has been going down. Well, yeah, he's oscillated a lot in terms of his rating over the years. I mean, he was 2,700 and getting invited to elite events, but then had a big rating downturn. Yeah, 2,582. Yeah, probably historically pretty low for him. But I would say, given his play style, not completely unexpected. He's just one of those players. Yeah, I mean, he's capable of beating almost anyone on a good day. But the reverse can also be said. Like, he can lose to players that, or string together losses that, you know, other players might not have. Who's the Jobava London named after? Jobava? Yeah, that's right. Badur Jobava, the Georgian Grandmaster. Also, I think Richard Rapport has some claim to that opening too in its nomenclature. Opening names are weird. But if you search it on Lichess, I think it might be like the Rapport Jobava system. This is complicated. I'm not quite sure what to do here. I mean, I guess h6, kick the knight. I'm a little worried about sacrifices here, but I don't think they work for my opponent. So yeah, let's kick again. I guess I'm gonna go bishop f6, maybe here. E6 is gonna be a little bit weak, but I think I should be able to cover it. And white, I feel, is gonna lack a plan other than maybe like doubling the rooks. Okay, h4 is interesting. H4 is definitely an option. Let's go here. And I will take that if allowed. All right. Back and forth. All right, let's make this sharp. Let's go c5. I'm engaging all my pawns. You guys like this structure? That's nice. Like the bathtub all over the place. Let's do this. Open this bishop. I had to disrupt the structure, unfortunately, to try to get through. Sacrifices had to have been made. Okay, this is looking good now, though. Take. Oh, who's got the wonky structure now? Go back. Okay, let's go h5. Yeah, and my opponent's dead in the water on the clock here, but this is looking good for me at this point. Very, very good. Okay, thanks for the game, Chate. Yeah, I think it's hard to find a plan. You know, maybe you can do something with the structure to change it up around here, but I got to admit, I was struggling to figure out what I should do and you should do. Like both sides, really. Maybe you should push h5 somewhere, sack a pawn, but that's a tough decision. And mostly it was a time pressure issue. But good game. Very good game. Okay. Boki Jr., good luck. We're about halfway into this stream. Thanks again, everyone, for coming and spending some of your Halloween with us here on Lichess. Shout out to all the mods, by the way. And everyone at Lichess who makes this happen. Voki, your move. E4 is good. D4 is good. Knight f3, c4 also considered good. If you want to go off the beaten path, b3, g3. Knock, knock. Yeah, my pleasure, mate in China. Okay, we have to move on, unfortunately. Delcod, good luck. We're sticking with e4 for now in the interest of I'm trying to get a Frankenstein-Dracula variation. Again, that requires cooperation. The opponent has to play e5. John, am I doing this event every Friday? Usually on Sundays, actually. Let's try to play like knight c3, f4, Grand Prix style. Am I excited to not have to shovel snow this year? Oh, you mean not Halloween specifically? Yeah, we have had snow here in the past. I've mentioned the Halloween blizzard of my childhood of 1991. My trick-or-treating got cut short that year. I was really disappointed. I guess I was 6 years old. I had just turned 6. And I was a pirate. And my mom took me out for a little bit in the neighborhood, along with my brother, who was just like a toddler at the time. And then it started downpouring snow. And I lost my pirate earring in the snow, and I got upset, and we had to go home because of the weather. So I was like doubly upset. Oh, that's crazy, Numeroid. Yeah, I'm old, man. All right, let's play e5. I feel like e5 has to be played. Interesting setup Delcod has, not developing the dark square bishop. Maybe they're intending to castle queenside. Who knows? Did I find the earring next spring? I don't remember what happened to it. I don't think we've ever found it. Oh, thank you, Mr. Zero. Yeah, definitely. Hope we get a chance to play as well. I also play viewers on my streams from time to time. You can find me on twitch.tv/John Bartholomew. What to do now? I mean, knight b5 seems obvious, but I'm not too convinced by it. Let's just go knight e4. I'm going to invite knight d4, which would be a massive blunder, because take, and then I'm on the knight here. So I'm going to try not kicking this knight for the time being. Oh, you got me there, Chambord. I would like to someday, St. Maul. Although it's something you can only loosely plan for. That's one thing that's always funny about that question. Like, are you planning to be a GM? It's sort of like asking, like, a couple, like, oh, are you planning on having kids? Like, yeah, it's in the roadmap. It's going to happen at some point. Like, I can't say the same thing about the Grandmaster title. Like, just give me a couple more years of financial stability. We'll get there. It's very much a crapshoot sometimes. I would like to think if I put in the necessary steps, it would happen, but no guarantees. Let's go a4. Not sure I'm even going to play a5, but this is shaping up to be an interesting position, by the way. I might have to play h3 now. I feel like I've delayed this move long enough. I'm going to play it. I'm going to kick the knight back. Do I dare play d4, though? d4 is debatable. It's I'm going to do it. I don't know if this is correct, but I want to support this pawn. If there's a trade here, knight takes, I think I can take with the queen and cover all this. Bishop c5 is met by knight takes c5. I think that checks out. I don't know about lines like take, knight takes e5. Ooh, all right. Now that might be a bridge too far. Maybe. A lot of options here. I can take here. I can take here. I can take here. Many tempting options. Let's play the most fun looking one. Let's take. What's the main difference between an FM and an IM? I will say the thing that my friend said when asked what's the difference between an IM and GM. He said the only difference between an IM and a GM is that every IM wants to be a GM, but no GM wants to be an IM. So I think you could say the same thing about FM and IM. Okay, I'm up 2 pawns now. But yeah, the rating difference. So for FM, you need to be 2,300 FIDE. For IM, you need to be 2,400 FIDE. Also for FM, there's no rating requirement. Or norm requirement, I should say. So that's a very important distinction. You don't need FM norms. You just need the rating. The letter F is the difference. Yeah. Okay, Delcott, thanks for the game. Yeah, complicated one in the middle game. You might have been doing all right. I think you were. You made this setup work. It was a little funky what you did, but you made this work. Oh, thank you, Kimia. I like these messages. Keep going, John Bartholomew. Nice to losing Delcott. What does that mean, Kimia? I don't know how to interpret that. Is this like a message of consolation to Delcott? Like, nice job losing. You were a good loser. But thank you. I will take that. Shout out to Kimia. All right. Yeah, complicated. I think G5 was just a little too aggressive. I know you were under a minute at this point. I like what the engine's saying. C takes knight F5. That looks pretty good. The knight looks pretty snug there. And you can try to attack this a couple times too. G4 take is probably... Yeah, at some point you might have a move like this and unveil the attack against this. Although admittedly, this is very complicated. Thank you, Jay Peterson. So thank you, Delcott. Tough game. Tough fight. Who do we have next? Kaiho M. Let's go E4. What's the difference between FM and AM? Very nice. Oh, I'm going to try to play Frankenstein-Dracula, right? So I need to play knight C3 to make this happen, to even have a chance. Okay. We're on our way. Bishop C4. Or maybe if I put this on, it'll help. You won't have to stare at my runny nose, and maybe I can get in the lumberjack spirit for this game. Oh. Thank you, Kaho M. So this required a lot of cooperation on Kaho's part. So this is the Frankenstein-Dracula variation. Now, I don't know how much Kaho knows this. I know a couple lines here, and I know when an IM says that, like, they know a couple lines. It might be like you or the average player knowing an entire book of variations or so, it seems. But I really do only know a couple major tactical lines here. Uh-huh. Oh, I don't think that's a good one. I think that's going to be trouble. Yeah, you want to go knight d6, Kaho. Knight d6. Can I give him a take back? I can't propose a take back. Wait a minute. How do I do that? Preferences. It's somewhere in the preferences, right? Do you guys know? I just want us to get a legit game if he's open to it. Oh, if he has them off, then you can't do it. Oh, game behavior? Take backs. I have it as always. You can change that if you want, Kaho. If you're there. Under game behavior. There we go. Okay. Yes. All right. Here we go. Yeah. Now, queen takes e5 is the annoying one because it could lead to simplification. So I think I go bishop b3 here. This is the one that can get interesting. All right, and now I go queen f3. So again, take here, here. I think it goes f5, queen d5, queen e7. That rings a bell. Is it queen d5 here? I don't remember now. Well, let's play it. So much for the preparation. I think it's here now. Yep. And now I generally don't know. Like, I remember knight b5 somewhere, but I'm pretty sure it's not this line. So let's just castle. Ah, knight c6 instead of g6. Okay, yeah. I was wondering if it was like, that makes more sense. Like here, then here. Black played g6 right away. Again, I could take here, although there's queen e7. Maybe marginally better. Okay, queen e6. Let's go rook e1. I remember there's a guy at my local club who often played the black side of this variation. So I remember, like, there's visual glimpses in my head of him playing the black side of this line. I feel like d4 is in the spirit of this variation now. Let's do it. d4. Could also take e5. This looks more fun, though. Give a check. Mm-hmm. Now, if h6, it's going to run into take and knight takes g6. So that's a potential issue. All right, so black sidesteps that. Let's try to attack with this pawn now, because h6 still tempting. Yeah, black wants to release the pressure, but runs into this. We pick up the rook. Maybe c5 after that. Try to rescue the knight. Mm-hmm. Take. Still supporting the knight. All right. I could take maybe rook c7 followed by bishop e6. I think that checks out. All right. Thank you, Kaho, for the game. Appreciate your cooperation in allowing the Frankenstein-Dracula variation. Yeah, let's just rehash that for a moment. So this is a gambit line. Like, white allows knight takes e4, but then doesn't take back because black's going to play d5. Queen h5, knight d6. And queen takes e5. You can see there's a lot of draws in this variation, so bishop b3 is the enterprising way to play this. And then there's knight c6 or bishop e7. Okay, this also looks like the professional way. I'm looking at the Masters database, by the way. This really resembles a Berlin. You know, maybe everything just goes back to the Berlin. It looks like one of these, with the knight on d6 even, very classic Berlin setups that can fizzle out to a quality. But if instead knight c6, this is the variation I was thinking of. Knight c6, now knight b5, looking to deflect the knight from guarding f7. Yeah, this is the one I was trying to get. White threatens, knight takes d6, followed by queen takes f7 once again. this insane position. And then black plays queen e7 because, again, they got to guard f7. And white takes here and takes like that. And then black goes b6, followed by bishop e7. This knight is usually dead. Highly interesting play. Black is the one who has the initiative here. But you can see the masters usually don't go for this. But yeah, this is what I remember this guy at my club playing a lot when I was younger. He would frequently play the black side of this and, I guess have people enter it from the white side. So yeah, g6 looks like queen takes e5 probably is the best move here. And I would suspect after this, this might be a little shaky for white. c6 is the move here, c6. Okay. Okay, definitely doesn't like queen d5 though. Interesting. And after this, it looks like white has an initiative. It likes d4. Okay. Maybe just a tough position for black to play after knight e5. It kind of looks that way. Yeah, c4, tough for black to unwind. f3 makes a lot of sense too. So thanks for the game, Kyle. Thank you, Evo Man, by the way, too. And OK Jack. Enjoying your games from the island of St. Vincent. Nice. That's in the Caribbean, I believe. Awesome. Thank you all. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in around the world today. Bookworms, good luck. Aaron on YouTube says, your mask combines with your shirt. Yes, indeed. Have I ever played Carlsen? Yes, I have played Magnus once. Let's play knight c3. I used to play this move a lot. Okay, now, against knight d2, c5 is an acceptable move. Against knight c3, I think it's a little dubious because black has problems with the d5 pawn. Ziff says, I'm playing this mostly for the name. Yeah, the Frankenstein-Dracula, right? Well, I'm glad we were able to get a Frankenstein-Dracula and a Halloween Gambit in this stream. IB says, hi from the UK. Ag says, greetings from Greece. Ayande says, hi from India. Thank you all. I mention this all the time, but that's one thing I really appreciate about chess. One of the many things is how international this game is. Big time fork here. How did the game with Magnus go? I lost, unfortunately. Unfortunately. It was a bullet game in one of the titled arenas. Hello, Igor. Also, Metal Chess, Greens from Philadelphia. Keith from the Midwest. Juho from Finland. I did play the Scandi, yeah. I better cover this. I think I played the Scandi. I actually, truthfully, I have not looked at the game in a couple of years. I should find it, though. I guess I'll just go bishop f4 and try to get castled. I might be able to rescue this knight. Thank you, Galibwin. Tuning in from Germany. Thanks, Metal Chess. Yeah, I'll be back. Especially as I'm coming off this cold. I'll try to stream a little bit this week. Okay, black can take this pawn if they want, but I think I'll probably just get my knight out at that point. Magnus played c4 after queen takes d5. Did he? Really? c4 on move 3? I don't remember that. Because that's not considered that good. Queen e4 check. And what account was Magnus playing on? If you have the game up, 1v1 Nuketown. I don't think it was Dr. Nechterstein. All right, now let's get this out. I can do that with tempo. This is defended. It was Drunkenstein. Got it. Well, maybe I can look that up in a second here or towards the end of the stream. You checked and he blocked with a bishop. Ooh, yeah, that's a dubious line. For some reason, I don't vividly remember that. Although you would think the one game I got against the world champion, I would remember that. But probably because it was bullet, it doesn't stick in my memory. Rioni Arojax, thanks for the 3 months. Yeah, okay, now that you say that, I must have taken G2, bishop F3, and then pulled the queen back to G6. What got me into streaming? Well, I think streaming was a natural extension of making YouTube videos, which I started doing in like 2015. So streaming wasn't all that different from that. What is my opinion on the two knights versus Caro-Kann? Legit line. Yeah, nuanced line. I know, that would be great, Tipsy Ton, right? Scandi in the World Chess Championship. Fork. Now, am I going to get a checkmate here before time elapses for Bookworms? No. Win on the clock. Thank you, Bookworms. Yeah, so as I was saying, C5, that is an acceptable move if white goes knight d2. And of course, you play it against the advanced variation as well. But against knight c3, you got to be a little more careful because there's more pressure here. So, yeah, you're not going to see that move score too well. Take, and I'm on here. Even check, I guess, is okay. I think take, you can, if you want, play d4 and maybe try to win the material back like this. But I don't think this is so great for black. So, yeah, let me see if I can find this in the database player, since you guys are asking about it. Fins as black. All-time controls. E4, D5. Now, if I scroll down to highest rated opponents, it sorts it by recent games. Okay, but I can probably find it. Take, C4. There it is. Yeah, Dr. Drunkenstein. This is my game against Magnus 3 years ago in the third ever Lichess titled arena. So, yeah, if you guys want to take a look at this, there's the link. I just put it in the chat. I'll put it in the YouTube chat as well. Just in case you want to check it out. But yeah, suffice it to say, it did not end well for me. But hey, I made the world champion sweat a little bit. Okay, who is up next? Thanks for the game, Bookworms. And Wesley. Okay. C4, very interesting. Yes, you might even say explosive. And Wesley, are you there? There we go. All right, speaking of Scandi, let's do it. How many challenges do I have? Over 50, that's for sure. Caps out at 50 over here, but yeah, a lot of challenges. Hello, what is I am? I am stands for interesting man. I am an interesting man on Twitch. Just kidding. I am stands for international master. And it is a gender neutral title, to be clear. All right, let's take. Play knight c6. I'll play this a little more enterprisingly, if that's a word. International man of mystery. Do I think Carissa Yip will be a GM? Very early to say. She's extremely talented and just won the U.S. Women's Championship. But I think a little too early to say. I think it's going to depend on how much she wants to focus on chess. If she goes on to college and maybe doesn't play so much, then I think she's kind of in the same scenario as a lot of IMs over the years. But certainly she has good chances if she wants to buckle down and try to pursue chess, play more chess. The college years are pretty crucial, though, right? Because that really separates the players who want to make a go of it in their like late teens, early 20s versus those who are like, maybe I'll get back to chess, but I want to pursue other things. Okay, we're getting some interesting questions in the chat. Now, there's some pressure here. I feel like that one I can parry with this move. Bishop d2, maybe? Probably not a huge problem. Okay, maybe a6 now. Uh, 1v1 Nuketown says, I always thought Andrew Tang had an easier path towards full-time streamer. Why do you say that? Probably should take here. Pawn takes, maybe I'll go queen c3. Promeet, hello. Promeet on YouTube asks, do you ever play Evan's Gambit in any official game? Do you recommend this opening? You know, I don't know that I have faced the Evan's Gambit in an actual tournament game. Am I going to get in trouble via some queen e5? I don't think so. Have I faced the Evan's Gambit? I don't think I've ever played the Evan's Gambit myself over the board. But it's definitely a high-quality gambit. Okay, now here, this is kind of interesting. A very natural move would be to put a rook on d1, but that will run into knight c3. Let's see if M. Wesley falls for it. Well, M. Wesley does not. But I can still play this if I want. It's kind of tricky, right? But then I would be the one getting tricked. Queen e1 would be a good reply. I could play knight f4 if I want. Knight f4 is a better version of that. Could also just move the queen. This is a funny move, though. Knight c3, queen e1. And I think I just lose a piece. This one, though, I kind of like. Maybe there's even queen e3 against that, though. All right, I'm just going to move the queen. I definitely wouldn't mind white taking here. That would help me out a lot. But I'm just going to move the queen. Time is becoming a factor indeed. That's right, K-Luth. Yeah. Anand did play the Scandi against Gary Kasparov in their match in the 90s. Ooh. Okay, I feel like this is going to be big time trouble for white. Rook takes g2 or knight f4 incoming. There's bishop e5, I guess, but white has to be extremely careful now. Yeah. How exactly to play it, though? I don't know. Rook g5, maybe? And then double? I want to pry the position open somehow. Yeah, a lot of pressure, a lot of heat coming down on the white position. Take. Ooh, that's a queen. Every piece getting sacrificed. And I get a triangle mate at the end. Triangle mate. Thank you, M. Wesley, for the game. Yeah, you might have a little bit of compensation here. Kind of curious if I missed something in this position. I don't think so. Yeah, I really wanted to play knight c3, but it's just funny after queen e1. The queen's attacked, and the knight is double attacked. But yeah, thanks for the game. I think taking on g7, though, objectively is a little risky, although the computer doesn't seem to mind it compared to other moves. But, ooh. I mean, I give you credit. You defended pretty well after that. And you're even better, according to the engine. So maybe I missed something stronger here. But just visually, especially with the time situation, probably you don't want to open up your king like that. Okay. We're going a little bit longer. We've got another 20, 25 minutes. So, Admiral Stapler, you're up. Let's play Sicilian this time. How about A6 on move 2? Any of you guys play this move? The O'Kelly Sicilian? A lot of times white plays D4 against this, although it's considered a bit of an inaccuracy. And maybe I'll get to demonstrate why. Yeah, black gets to go E5 when white can't answer with knight B5. So a lot of times there's issues for white in guarding E4. Now here, what do I do? Knight C6 or bishop B4? I don't remember. I'll just play knight C6. But yeah, black's supposed to be doing pretty well here. Okay, some of you guys play this. Nice. What is white supposed to do? A Maroxy there? They can, yeah. Move 3. White can play C4. I believe C4 or C3 are both considered good moves against this line. I like John Stevenson's comment on YouTube. He said, I have no natural talent, but with hard work and determination, I've worked my way up to Potzer. Well done. Achievement of a lifelong dream. We can only aspire to such greatness. I've always wondered, does Potzer like have a certain connotation in German? Because we just use Potzer like colloquially to mean like kind of a bad player, or it could be used like in self-deprecating fashion. But I wonder what the connotation is in other languages, if it differs at all. All right, let's guard this. Also, maybe take control over C4. I think I might play G5 here, to be honest. I kind of want to break that pin. Let's play rook over first. Let's just see what white does here. Wood pusher. Yeah, wood pusher is a nice term. Like someone just kind of throwing the pieces around, pushing the pieces around on the board, not thinking too hard about it. Ooh, daring me to take this. This is a bad bishop now, though. I mean, I could take that. I don't see anything wrong with taking it. G5 is kind of tempting. I do wonder what would happen if white takes, but let's put white to the test. Okay. I guess I'll take. Why not? This pawn might be a concern now. The knight is still guarding here. We'll just pre-move that just in case white forgets. Oh, really? That's what it means. Potzer is blunder in German. Not a term for a bad player / performer. Oh. I did not know that. Ooh, interesting move here. You know, I looked at this briefly. I didn't think it would work, though. Let's take it. Now, if take, I can play king e7 at the end. Huh. What about Kibitzer? Those are kind of two terms that you hear at chess clubs, like Potzer, Kibitzer. Again, often used in like just kind of ribbing your friends or whatnot. Now let's hide the king. Pretty well in control here, but just need to calm the position down further, escape this pin. Take it, I think I can. Isn't a kibitzer someone who's watching the game? I kind of think of it as, yeah, someone who's like watching and perhaps giving like unwanted feedback on the game. Because people will say like, no kibitzing, please. So, you know, the types who kind of hang around and want to give their commentary while two people are concentrating on the game. Yeah, backseating, if you will. Over the board, backseating. Okay, thanks for the game, Admiral Stapler. Yeah, so against this O'Kelly variation, because black gets control of the b5 square when black goes e5, white can't go here, which is considered, you know, often the remedy to the e5 move, like in the Kalashnikov or the Sveshnikov. Honestly, didn't know there was a negative connotation to the word kibitzing. There may not be strictly, although I've often heard it used that way. Like, kibitzing is often unwanted. I think it is a Yiddish word. Yeah. Okay, thanks for the game, Admiral Stapler. Etc. Good luck. 2301. Okay. I've had my hands full against the 2200 plus crowd. I had that loss earlier against the 2400. Let's see what happens here. Let's play b6. Let's go for a fianchetto. Kibitzer definition is one who looks on and offers unwanted advice or comment. Broadly, one who offers opinions. Okay, yeah, so that's kind of what I was getting at. Should I go Dutch style? F5? I think this is a pretty good spot to play F5. Yeah, maybe play it like this. Interesting. Okay, white could be working up to an E4 move. Let's still do this. Was the chess engine called Kibitzer on ChessBase? Yeah, it is. It is, in fact. Okay, castle. Interesting little bishop placement here, right? Uh-huh. Yeah, chess terms are pretty fascinating. Again, you get a real international flavor sometimes with them. I want to solve this issue right away, so we'll see if we can induce a trade. So many linguists here. Yes, or people who know how to Google stuff. Yeah, it's kind of a hypermodern opening. Both sides playing indirectly around the center, like no side is putting a pawn in these one of these four squares in the middle. I feel like I might want to play a6 roundabout here, just to rule out knight b5. I kind of like my bishop on this square, so I'll do that. That is true, Nature. Yeah, a lot of French and German influence on chess terminology. That is true. Italian as well. Very good, Keith. Yep. Yeah, intermezzo, fianchetto. I'm going to play knight c6. I don't know how thrilled I am about this move. It does double the pawns, but I think it's okay. I can play c5 after that. This rook is defended. Maybe bishop e5 now. Just attack the knight. Looks a little awkward for white. And go over here and attack. Okay. G5, why not? Let's go ahead, introduce a couple ideas here. I feel like white might bring their queen in. Don't know if I want to play a5 yet, though, so we'll see. Could also double up the rooks. Let's go g4. Let's go for the big clamp in this position. We'll see where white puts the queen. White goes back. Okay. Kind of passive. All right, now I'm going to try to double up, I think. We could be looking at some long, grindy game here. Maybe this coming sooner or later. Maybe I'll shift over to this direction. All right. Probably the king should come up first. But watch for a rook shifting over here at some point. I might do it. Maybe king g6. I could have... Okay, White's going to try to switch it up a little bit. I'll bring this up again. Okay, now take is a threat. So probably bishop d4. Let's take back. I think I'm still pretty well in control here. This knight is pretty poor in relation to my bishop. Can trade one pair of rooks if they want. I'm going to go bishop f6, though. I still think White's going to have issues with these pawns. Like, now this pawn is indefensible. So... I don't want to take it, though. I don't want to take that knight. I feel like I can do better. Not going to take it yet. I'm really milking the pawn weaknesses here. But I feel like at some point these are going to fall. I don't know when, but they're going to fall. Push this one. Rook c2 is annoying. Yeah, I'm kind of misplaying this. Definitely misplaying this, actually. Wow, I really botched this. Very much so. I'm going to have to rely on flagging my opponent. I'm just playing the moves in short proximity. Yeah, good game, etc. You deserve to win that one at the end because I totally overplayed my hand. I don't know here why I didn't take this pawn. Well, I do know. I was worried about rook e5, but upon second glance, I can just take on c3. I was trying to avoid some simplification like this where I thought White might get the pawn back, but actually I can take and defend. And they win this one, but these two pawns are going to be too much. I think White's going to be too slow here. Way too slow. So then I played king f6, but White defended this like awesome. Rook c2, great move. I was really hoping White wouldn't find rook c2, but that's probably the only move in this position. Yeah, everything else loses. Got to stop the king from getting in. And then I lost the b-pawn gradually. And I would be lucky to draw this, probably. Time pressure does make a fool of us all. Thanks for the game, etc. That was a tough one. Okay, I'm going to play one more regular game. And then it's time for Bongcloud horsey game. All right, chess ant, good luck. Let's play d6. Okay, this one. I'm going to go f5. We'll expand. Play it like this. Oh, okay. So White really wants to push e4, evidently. Is that a good plan? And can I trick my opponent somehow? I don't know. Let's play this. This seems kind of interesting. Take en passant. This is probably nothing much, though. Bishop d3. I'll go queen d7. Hello, Lope the Cantaloupe. Yeah, thanks again, everyone, tuning in today. This has been a lot of fun. This Halloween stream, 2021. Jason says, absolute filth. Yeah, that last game, it really was, wasn't it? That's okay. We're not above winning like that on this stream. Okay, strategically, this is a bad position for me. Speaking of bad positions, maybe I can try to convince my opponent to give up the bishop for the knight. I'm going to be suffering with a bad bishop here, but at least I'm solid. Yes, I am, Elkino. Although, in fairness, I wear this shirt regularly. I don't like f4 from white. f4, this actually gives my bishop something to do here. So I think that's a bit of a mistake. Yeah, rook a6, rook a5, rook a4. Don't forget that maneuver. You know what's a trick? I actually thought about that in the previous game. A little trick, if you're trying to play quick moves in an endgame over the board, you want to you want to know where the clock is, what side of the board the clock is on. You want to play the moves closest to the clock. So I was playing black in that last game, and I'm right-handed. So the clock would be on my right-hand side because black gets to choose which side to have the clock on. And you want to make moves close to the clock so that you don't have to physically go very far when you hit the clock. Online, you want to just, reduce the distance that your mouse has to travel. Puzzle rush tactic threatened here. Or puzzle storm, if you will. Thanks, Chess David, for the 200 bits to the Lichess channel. They love this tactic in Puzzle Rush, Puzzle Storm. It's always, you can almost guarantee every time you do a run in those, you're going to get 2 or 3, specifically Queen F2, Queen F1 problems, or Queen F7, Queen F8. Always. Why did you not take my queen earlier? Good question. I at first thought, I might have to trade queens or something here too, and then I was planning on taking this. But this comes with check, importantly. So yeah, white has to get out of check. Okay. And now here I can check and go here. White's guarding f1, but yeah, they're going to run into queen e1. All right. Thanks for the game, Chess Ant. Yeah, I think f4, you were probably, I'm certain you were better here. But playing f4 coming up, you can see the engine loves your position +2. Yeah, that move really stands out because, I was planning on just parking my bishop on d6. Like, let's say you play a rook over or something. This kind of reminds me of, do you guys know in the French, sometimes this happens with like a light square bishop for black on e6, trying to guard pawns on d5, f5. And it's solid, but it's pretty passive. Like, this is pretty much a big pawn. So you want to play around that. Like, definitely don't allow me to advance this pawn easily or trade it in particular. So I think that's, kind of a bad move, f4. And black gets some activity. Now my bishop has some scope to work with. But thank you for the game. All right, you guys know what time it is. Avert your eyes if you don't like it. It's time for the horsey piece set and the Bongcloud variation. Who are we going to get? Let's see who the pairing gods have selected. Ooh, 1862. All right. Let's go for it. Slave 496, you're up. Yeah, avert your eyes. It's the Bongcloud Sicilian variation. The king leads from the front. There's a horsey board, really? What's that look? Is it this one? Oh, wow. To really complete the effect. Wow. It's like a children's watercolor. I feel like, mounting this on my wall or something if I had kids. All right. Yeah, I like this. I didn't know about the horsey board. Man, I really want to play that. It's such a bad move, though. All right, I'll play d3. Bongcloud Alapin variation. That's right. How old was the person who designed these pieces? It would be funny if it was like one of the Lichess devs and they just had their kid like do this board and then they used it. Nice, Polar Cow. I like those emotes in the chat. Okay. Well, my opponent's playing a little conservative here, so I'm going to pivot the knight back, pivot the horsey back to F2. You can mount your favorite position from your game versus Magnus. That was probably the position after D5 on move 1, because my position went rapidly downhill from there. All right, let's attack. G4. We're coming for the king. I think taking this way is thematic, right? This pawn's defended. I mean, maybe black will go E5, but I'm going to try to pawn storm. Rook G1. Now, I got to get the timing right at G5 because I don't want knight H5 to happen. So maybe I move the king back. It wouldn't quite be in the spirit of the position, but it would help me guard the H5 square. Because, well, okay, all right. Yeah, let's go here. Let's go here. And now I'm going to play this because H5 has been taken away now. So black's got to go here or here. 98. Okay. Now wait for the attack to develop. We might try to mate the opponent on H7. Don't be surprised if that happens. Here's the play. Rook G3, Bishop H3, or Penguin H3. Trade the bishops, either black taking me or me taking black, and then rook over. That's how we get at this pawn. I don't know if we're going to use these guys. They might just be standing there awkwardly. The rook that can't stop staring in the corner. I don't know that we're going to use these guys. You can just observe. Okay, interesting maneuver, but does this not accelerate my plan? Oh, but H6. Okay, all right. Yeah, interesting. Well, I've induced H6 now. Let's think about this. If I take, black's going to go knight F4. Then I take, black takes. And then I don't have time to take because my queen is hanging. So I might move my rook here. Let's go back now. All right. And now take. Oh, I so badly want to take down here, but that's not going to work, unfortunately. Slave's fighting back. I think the knight coming into F4 was a good defensive solution. I got to go here. Queen H4, I think Bishop E7. Ooh, I don't know about that one. All right, take. Now black's got to try G6. Potential problems. I'm going to sack that rook. I don't like the way he's looking at my position. Let's give him up. Okay. Also guard this. I'm down in exchange, but I'm up on the clock. And I'm ahead in your hearts. I know. Okay. Ooh, rook. Now, if ever the queen moves, I can go queen G5. Oh, Yeah, black sees the time situation. Oh, good game, Slay. Yeah. Thank you for the game. I think you were beating me here. I'll go back to the usual theme. I gotta undo all of these. Nope, not background. Board theme. That one. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think you were doing pretty well when you found this knight maneuver. You moved your knights around a lot, but maybe knight e6 is just in time because h6, if I take in this position, take, knight f4 is going to hurt. And I'm pretty sure black is better here because of the fork. I can get rid of one knight, take, but I don't have time to take. Even pushing, if h7, even though that looks consistent, black hides in the shadow of the pawn, and black's fine here. So nice little maneuver to defend there. I think you're doing just fine. Probably that's a strong idea. Yeah, knight c7, best move. Good stuff. So, yep, the clock just caught up with you a little bit. Still kind of unclear after this. Even though it says black's better, yeah, in a fast game, black has to watch their king a lot. Okay, well, thank you all once again for tuning in. Thanks to Lichess. Thanks to No Joke Chess, the mod, who usually arranges this. Also, Numeroid. And you all enjoy the rest of your Halloween. Be safe. Thanks for spending these couple hours with me. We're going to raid Diana. Looks like next, Diana Mirza. Yep. Thanks again, everyone. Chipotle time. Yeah, I got to put my order in. Good call. And I'll see you guys next week, huh? Next Sunday for Lichess Plays once again. I'll probably be streaming a little bit this week myself. And probably playing some viewers in one of the streams at least, too. So thanks again. Congrats to the player who beat me, by the way, the 2400. I don't exactly remember the name. It was Itzy something. But yeah, you guys can take me down every once in a while. I got to be on my game. I can't relax. All right, take care, everyone. See you later.